Today, we're talking about a topic a lot of people are interested in, tips for performing under pressure. On the job, you may be facing increased pressure. You're having to do more with less. How can you get through it all, try to perform at a good level, and at the same time, make sure when you go home at the end of the day, you feel like you've done the best that you can? I want to give you a little preview of things to come. At the end of this presentation, you'll have an opportunity to download a free little resource guide that I've put together. I like these guides because sometimes I'll hear a presentation, take good notes, but then I'll forget a few things. I like to give people something you can put in your desk drawer, refer to later. It's my gift for you. Stay tuned. First concept I want to talk to you about involves challenges. It's important to understand that on the job, you're going to face certain challenges, and sometimes they may feel like that big rock that you can hardly move. Understand, there will be situations where things are against you. You need 10 people to accomplish something. You've only got 5. You need a week to do it. You've got a day. Sometimes the challenges are going to be bigger than what you can do anything about. That doesn't mean you throw in the towel. You still need to try your best. But understand in the back of your mind that sometimes you can be very successful, yet not achieve your goal simply because the challenges were too big. When I started to understand this, I had a lot less stress at work because sometimes you're in a no-win situation. I think it's very good on your own to think about what if. Think about challenging situations that could emerge from a sales process, customer service, production. Run through your mind all sorts of scenarios, no matter how silly they may seem, and then think, how would you deal with them? It may seem like they're a little out there, but the goal is to get you thinking about solutions before the problem necessarily appears in reality. So if you can imagine, hey, what if we lost this supplier? What would we do? That way, if down the road you lose that supplier, you're going to be in good shape. It's just thinking ahead. Think of it as a form of insurance. This can also be a very good team building exercise. Get people together and have them do this group brainstorming. There aren't really any bad answers. It's all about making sure you're thinking about things, potential weaknesses before they happen. So then when you're in that pressure-packed situation, you'll be like, oh, we've thought about this before. Not a bad thing. When you are under pressure, you want to narrow your focus. So you've gotten the call, there's a big project due or a new order that you have to fill. Something big is happening. You need to give it a lot of your attention. You need to narrow your focus. Very often, there are lots of little tasks that fill our day. They're not that hard to do. We do them, and some of them we may enjoy. They can also distract you from focusing on that big thing where you need to be spending your time. If these things are not emergencies, if they are able to wait a little while with no major problem, push them aside. Maybe it's a situation where you can delegate some of the work. Don't fall into the trap where you're using little unimportant tasks as a way to keep you from having to deal with a big pressure-packed situation. This is not always easy, but it's important to own your mistakes. Because you're going to be in a pressure-packed situation, you've got to make a decision, you've got to make a call, you do it, maybe things don't turn out as well as you thought. At this point, consider what happened, if there was anything you could have done better, and make sure, if you need to be held accountable, you step up. People will forgive mistakes if they feel that you were trying, that you did your best, because we all understand sometimes you are in a no-win situation. It's going to be tempting to reach into a metaphorical bag of excuses. Well, this wasn't right. That wasn't right. In this situation, you just have to look at it. Did you accomplish it? Did you not accomplish it? What happened? What could you do better? Experience can be a wonderful teacher, especially in pressure-packed situations. I don't know about you. The first time I do anything, I'm not that good at it. Over time, though, I get better and better, and then I get really good all of a sudden. It's kind of a funny curve. In order to get to that mastery or just feeling really good about myself, I got to go through the painful process. It's not exactly fun, but understand, you're not going to be perfect at first. it's more important to pull away from emotion. Don't get too upset at yourself and look at what did you do and what could you do better, and are you taking steps to improve? Very important steps when you're trying to perform better under pressure. I hope you've enjoyed this session. I'm going to put in the chat box right now the link to download the guide. If you're catching this presentation later on YouTube or on my website, I will also have the link available there. Enjoy this guide. If you want to share with a friend, feel free. Want to know more about me? Hi, my name is Ken Okel. I'm a professional speaker. I talk to organizations and people about how to improve your performance on the job. Want to email me? That middle item there, tvguy@kenokel.com. Years ago, I worked in TV news. When you'd be out and about, people would recognize you, but they wouldn't always remember your name, so they just yell out things like, "Hey, TV guy." Go to my website. That's my name, kenokel.com. I also welcome you to connect with me on LinkedIn. That is under my name as well, Ken Okel. If you shoot me an invitation, please note in there where we first encountered each other, like with this presentation. That way I kind of know where you're coming from. I'm sure we've all gotten those kind of overly salesy connection requests on LinkedIn, and I want to make sure I'm not putting you in that group. Performing under pressure is really about doing the best you can in the moment and then learning what you could do better the next time. Good luck in your journey. I'm Ken Okel. Take care.